So hello guys, today I'm showing you a sad story about this ostrich. He trained how to fight because he was just very young and he can't fight. So I hope you enjoy it, okay? And let's begin. Very sad. So one day, an ostrich was training to fight. It was his first day, but he knew that he was too weak. The ostrich name was Max, but he was very nervous because he was too weak to fight, but he didn't think about it and he rushed to fight. He kicked a bad goat, but he was too weak, so he tried again and he kicked him. But he kicked him back, so kick him back too. He grabbed his fishing rod and punched him. But it was not over. He needed to fight more. He kicked him. He was sad, but he didn't give up. And started to get angry. Suddenly, he met another bully and he punched him. And another. He tried to punch him, but it was too late. Then, the fight ended. He was super weak to fight. He sadly gets up and starts and puts his down and puts his head down and starts to walk away. He was so sad that he can't believe he didn't fight that get good. But he decided to take revenge on what he did to him. He said to himself, I will never fight again, but I have to. It has to be done. It has to be done forever. Suddenly, Max knew that this village was attacked by the same goats, but they were in the next team. So he decided to help that village. He needed to fight for himself. It was too hard, but he didn't give up fastly. He started to kick them. Then he got a little strength. But it was not enough. But he trained and trained to be a good fighter. He needed some energy. He still wanted to be a fighting star, so he fought and fought. Suddenly, it was all of them. He was happy that he saved the village, but it wasn't over yet. His strength was not enough, so he was still sad. He couldn't fight, and he couldn't take revenge. So he decided to help more people, and he'll get more strength by fighting. Suddenly, he knew that he had to fight a demon. So he decided to go into the cave and destroy the devil. He suddenly remembered his memory, but he didn't think about it. He didn't want to tell. Max approached the place and saw the mermaids. He started to fight them. He didn't give up fighting and still fighted and still fighted and still fighted. Suddenly, he fighted another one. He fighted them and fighted them. But it was not enough. Suddenly, he go to to find a demon. Then he goes to find him. It was very scary for him. He didn't give up. Max thought to himself, I need to defeat the demon right now. Suddenly, loud noises came up. And then he started to fight. He fight the demon. He fight it. It was not over because the final boss was a dinosaur. He decided to go and check on the dinosaur to fight him. He needed to jump, so he jumped, but he didn't make it. So he needed to get back. And he made it. So there was too many spikes for him. So he decided to get across quickly and not get hit by these spikes. It launched him back. But he didn't give up, and he said, I will never lose ever again. He goes to meet a dinosaur. But a crusher crushed him. He was somehow still alive. So he meted the dinosaur. He suddenly knew that the dinosaur was eating, but he didn't think about it and punched the dinosaur. He punched him. And then he goes back. So he knew that the revenge, that he needed to take revenge now. He responded. He didn't give up. He suddenly go to fight the bad goats, and his revenge was not over. The revenge was right now. He go to there, and then he suddenly hit one goat. He was very angry. So he taken revenge and he shouted loudly at himself, I will never lose! Never! I have to defeat you! The goats. He was very mad and serious. But he didn't give up fastly. Max trained and trained to be a fighting star. Suddenly, his strength was 1,000. So he was strong enough to defeat all of the bad goats. Suddenly, all the goats were destroyed. He was safe with all his friends. So the story wasn't long, I'm sorry. But I'll make another story, I promise. And if it made you cry, so make sure to subscribe and like, share,